and you're watching Saisha. So welcome back to our summer series. So we thought of starting up with a DIY series for you guys. So this is going to be the very first DIY. Wait, do you notice something at the back? Yeah. So that is our very first DIY, and Tanisha has recently shifted and we are trying to revamp her room, and we thought about why not make something simple yet very edgy. So that's why we are going to DIY a tassel garland for you, and that's exactly what's at the back. So this DIY is quite simple, easy, and yet it is very edgy and can literally revamp your room in seconds. So for this we only need about 3 materials, and those are: you would require crepe paper or tissue paper of any color. So the crepe paper and the tissue both work just the same way, so you can go for any of them and you can choose any color you want that goes well with your room. So the second thing that we need is a twine or a cord. Basically what this will do is it will help the tassels to stay in place. Okay, so lastly you would require glue drops of Fevicol and a pair of scissors. So I guess enough of this intro, let's just get started with this video. Okay, so to start off we would take the crepe paper and fold it the way we are doing it. Okay, so once you open the crepe paper, you will find some creased lines that you'll have to cut along. Take a pair of scissors and cut out all the rectangles. So there's no particular way in which you're going to cut the rectangles. Just make sure that it is in the ratio 4:1. You would similarly do for the tissue paper. Just keep the rectangle you had cut prior on the tissue paper and cut along the lines. So you have all the rectangles of the same size, just to ensure that all the tassels are of the same size. So once that is done, we'll take each of the rectangle and we are going to fold it into half. So you're going to cut down the fringes from the side which is open, leaving about ½ an inch on the top, and just make sure that the fringes are tiny and you cut them not too far away. Once you've cut all the fringes and you open the rectangle, it would look somewhat like this. So you would then start from the edge and start rolling it all the way up. Once you've rolled it, the tassel would look somewhat like this. So you're going to fold it into half, forming a sort of a loop, and I'm just going to mess it and play around with it so that it looks quite messy and it gives a nice effect to the tassel. So go on and do the same for all the colored tissue papers, and you would fold it into half, cut all the fringes and leave an inch at the top. And similar to the previous tassel, roll all the tassels the same way. So gather up all the tassels that you've made, and we've also made a few glitter ones to add a pop of sparkle to our tassel garland. And now that we are done with that, we'll gather up all the tassels one by one. We'll apply the glue drop to one end and we'll open the other half and we'll attach it to the string. So one by one we'll attach all the tassels to the garland, and our tassel garland is ready.